Hello and welcome to the Raising Kellen podcast. My name is Marsh Naidoo and I blog at raisingkellen.org where we curate resources for families experiencing disabilities. On today's episode 137, I chat with a self-advocate, Peach Chinratanalab, as well as Milton Neuenschwande from the Department of Disability and Aging. We are going to be talking tech. So grab that cup of coffee, put your feet up, and get ready for some awesome conversation. Hi, and welcome to the Raising Kellen podcast. My name is Marsh Naidoo, and today I am joined by Peach and Milton. Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us on here, Marsh.
Thank you for having us.
Peach, let's start off with you, my dear. Could you tell us something about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Peach. I'm 27 years old. I work with EdMyTech World and I'm a People First Transportation Self-Advocate in the state of Tennessee. I'm also a barista at Bubble Love Nashville in the Franklin factory doing customer service and marketing, and the Plant for a Change salesperson. I heard you had Anna and Nathan on.
Yes, Peach. We just spoke with Anna from Bubble Love in Nashville, and she was bragging about your customer service skills and that you are her longest employee. So that speaks ton to your work ethic. What about your work at Tech for All? What is that about, Peach?
So I'm a co-trainer. So basically what I do is I teach people with disabilities. We do different topics every Tuesday morning from 9 to 10:30. This week, we're doing cooking tips and recipes. Last week, we did celebrations, holidays, and special occasions. So it depends on, what topic and that Mark and Ruthie decide. I also went to the Enabling Technology Summit in person last year for the first time.
Okay.
So that was fun. We got to present there, and we do in-person summits for every region. So yeah, it's fun.
So Milton, can you tell us about the work that you do with DDA, please?
Yes, Marsh. Thanks for asking. I'm the State Director of Enabling Technology for DDA. And what that means is that I run a program that looks at all these different types of technologies that people can buy either off the shelf, or we have a bunch of technology providers that they can go and meet and talk to and get really cool technology that is customizable. And the whole idea behind our program is that we look at how technology can help people of all types of disabilities use technology to empower them to basically do the things they want to do in life, to live their desired lifestyles, to give them more access to their environment, to use technology to find jobs and be a part of their community. And so we just try to introduce them to technology that could be helpful in their life, and so that they can live a lifestyle that they're really proud of.
Just for the listeners out there that are curious about, hey, what would be some of the technologies, for example, for a school age young adult that they could utilize?
Yeah, so when you think about technology, you can definitely look at it according to age groups, right? And what kind of technologies can really help them meet. When we look at it, we want to help them meet certain goals or help them do things that they couldn't do before. And so, when we think of a child, they have certain smartwatches that this one I'm thinking about gives picture reminders about their daily routine. So as the day goes by, it can have a little alarms on it for them to remind them to brush their teeth. It could have a little icon of a tooth on it that shows them that it's time to brush their teeth. And then as the day goes by, they may get another reminder to maybe clean their room. So that might have an icon of like a broom or a dustpan that shows that they should be doing some kind of chore or cleaning. It could have and then, it comes nighttime and it has an icon of getting ready for bed. So it has a nighttime icon that they need to go through their nighttime routine. So, just little technology like that. There's also, a bunch of on your tablets that kids are always using. There's a bunch of apps that could teach them how to do different life skills. So teaching them how to read, teaching them how to, organize their time. There's some apps that, if your son or daughter is struggling with anxiety or stress or just gets overly excited, that you can pair that with a wearable device that can, as they go through this app, play games and stuff, it can help them understand when they're getting excited and then help them regulate that excitement so that they can learn that skill to do it, and when they're out in the community socializing.
In terms of Tech for All, can you tell us a little bit more?
So I'm the co-trainer. I teach.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment that we really enjoy having Peach and everybody else from My Tech for All coming on and talking about technology training. Our whole idea when we thought about, providing a training was that since we're getting technology for people with disabilities and they're starting to use technology more and more, that it was important to provide a training to help them understand how to use the technology, just the basics, as well as be safe using the technology, because those are very important things. And whenever we thought about it, we were like, well, that information come better from somebody like me who's use all these technology terms and, is like these really tech savvy person, or somebody like Peach who actually, they can relate to, and that they love listening to how she uses technology, all her examples of her having wearables and her smartphone and her smart microwave. And they just really enjoy listening to all her examples and how she uses technology. And so it really excels the way that we're doing the training.
To add to that, this year or last year, I don't even remember, I got the chance to go from co-trainer to presenter. And now I'm a moderator. So I'm co-moderator with Joel, who is one of the other DDA staff. So I've learned my way around things from September 2023 till now. So.
That's amazing, Peach. That's amazing to see how you are progressing within the framework of the company. I think, Milton, you hit on such an interesting point, and I really would like to know from you, Peach, what are some of the ways that you use the technology or enabling technology? I know that the smart microwave kind of stood out to me. So just lay it on and let us know how you use enabling technology.
So, ECF Choices, that program, they have what's called enabling technology funds. I would, discuss with my parents, what can we get? And then my LumaCare, one of the vendors, came up to me and said, what about a smart microwave? And they told me that it can, they talked to my dad and my family and I, and they said it could pair with an Amazon device. And I got it. And then last year, I got an Apple Watch and a couple AirTags and a phone case. So.
Sorry, what's an AirTag?
An AirTag is basically you put it in your, when you're traveling, you put it in your bag or your luggage.
Uh-huh.
And you can track it from your phone.
The smart microwave.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Let's say you heat up your food, let's say macaroni and cheese, and you would say, Alexa, heat this up for this amount of seconds, and then she would do it.
Got you. So are you necessarily like pressing the buttons on the microwave, or is it more voice control?
You can do that if Alexa doesn't work.
Yeah, with the smart microwave, it's a really cool little piece of technology in that it's really easy to set up. You just need a microwave that is Wi-Fi compatible and can work with Alexa or Google. And you basically, when you go to heat something up, instead of using the buttons, you can use your voice to turn it on. So you can say, Alexa, turn on the microwave for 2 minutes, and you'll hear the microwave come on, and Alexa will repeat back, microwave set for 2 minutes, and then it pops on. So it's really helpful if you think about it for people who may have, mobility issues pushing the buttons, because sometimes the microwaves are really flat and they're not very tactile all the time. So, finding the right buttons, if somebody's low vision, being able to see the right buttons. There's also a way that there's an app that goes with some of these smart microwaves. And I don't know if you've done this yet, Peach, where you can scan. Yeah, you can scan the actual barcode on the back of different microwavable packages, and it will automatically, the smart microwave will automatically know how long to cook that piece of microwave food.
I've never tried that.
Yeah, you should try it, Peach. Yeah, and then so instead of guessing how long to put it in, you just scan it. It automatically goes to the microwave. You shut it, you push start, and then it goes. And I know GE makes a really cool smart microwave, and they're around $150. So it's not break the bank kind of microwaves, that you would think. It's kind of like a typical microwave, but just the smart features on it just make sometimes a lot easier for people to understand how long to put things in, or if they're having problems finding the right buttons, that they can just use their voice instead. And it's just those little things can sometimes make a difference.
It also increases, and this is for not just me, but other people, increases independence.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the big thing,
that's
right?
The number one right there. So Milton or Peach, either one of you who want to answer this, right? In terms of a phone, does it matter? Is there a phone that's perhaps the best, like Android versus Apple?
Well,
versus Apple. So I need to get Dylan a phone this year. What should I get him?
I'm an Apple user because I have AirPods, AirTags, iPads, iPhones, and an iWatch. So, yeah.
So, what Peach is kind of describing is that, if you lean one way to like an Apple device, usually people, gravitate towards what they're familiar with. So if they have AirPods and iWatches and stuff, then it would make the most sense to go with another Apple phone because it's compatible with all of those, and they can interact really, really well with all those different things that she has from Apple. Now, if you are more of like a Samsung user, if you have Samsung earbuds and Samsung, watches and stuff, then it'd probably make more sense to go with an Android phone, more in particular Samsung, because it would work really well with those other devices. What we have learned a lot of times is that, especially with like sons and daughters, is that usually they gravitate towards the phones that their parents have, because a lot of times they go to their parents for help with the phones, right? So if they need help, then they want to have their parents help them. And so it needs to be a phone that their parents are used to, that are comfortable with, that they understand how to use.
Can I ask you guys, what has y'all excited about the future? Is there a device that you're looking forward to seeing come onto the market, or is there a conference, or what are y'all just revved up about?
Milton, I'll have you answer that question.
So I guess, what are we excited about with technology? Well, one thing I would say is technology is always evolving, right? It's always changing. There's new innovations coming out. And one of the things that I have seen over the past few years is that more and more of these bigger technology companies are starting to think about people with disabilities. They are actually putting together their own kind of work groups that include people with disabilities, to start looking at how can we add features and do things that will help people with disabilities to make things more accessible, to make things more inclusive to differing peoples. And And so that's what we're really excited about, is that when we're talking to these, small startup technology companies, they're thinking about what is it in the disability area that we can develop technology for. And now that you have like artificial intelligence and all these, smart home technologies and things like that, their creativity, can expand what is available to people with
I would
disabilities.
also say that smart glasses are now available.
Yep, that's one of the newer ones, right?
Ray-Ban. I've never used it, but a lot of technology is changing. Now they have ChatGPT 4.0. Marsh, I use AI to respond to my emails now.
I think that's smart.
I
think
just-
that's smart. And I think, you change it as you need to. Guys, thank you so much for your time. This has been a blast talking with y'all. If folks would like to contact you, how could they do that?
They can go to mytechforall.com.
mytechforall.com. Okay.
More information, or Bubble of Nashville.
And Milton, for folks to know more about DDA and enabling technology, what would be a good point of contact or website for that, sir?
Yeah, so we have our own website called the Department of Disability and Aging website. And within that website, we have our own webpage for enabling technology. And it has, a lot of information about our enabling technology program. It has videos that you can watch of people using technology and some of the success stories. And if you have any questions, you can just easily reach out to us by emailing us at dda.enabling.technology@tn.gov.
Also, Marsha, I forgot to add there, they have 3 smart homes that you can tune.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's something really important to touch on, Peach. Tell us about the smart homes that DDA has.
Yeah, well, Peach, go ahead.
I'll do the one in Middle Tennessee because I was there. They have many different technologies, such as you can change your Alexa to be a different name, like Ziggy.
Okay.
Or they have a therapy dog, which is very cute.
Robot therapy dog.
Sorry, robot therapy dog. They also have a lights, automatic lights, and a fan. My favorite thing is a stove induction cooktop.
Okay, that's it. Is that as far as the smart home? Is that basically in Middle Tennessee, or are there any other
Every region.
Yeah, so like Peach was saying, we are actually building new ones in every region. Right now, we have 2 that we've been using since the beginning of our program. One is in Nashville at the DDA kind of campus. And then there's another one in Greenville at the DDA campus there in Greenville. But we actually are in construction of building 3 new ones, one in each region. So there's going to be a new one at the Greenville campus. There's going to be a new one at the Nashville campus. Ooh. And then now in West Tennessee, basically the whole idea is for people to go and get hands-on experience on using the technology, learn how it can help support them in different environments, and then try to get the technology for themselves. So they're very instrumental tools in helping people understand how technology can support them.
All right, guys. Well, I am going to have to go. It has been awesome talking to y'all. And as soon as this gets done, I will let y'all know. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for having us on. And we'll be glad to come on and talk more about technology. There's so much to talk about with technology.
I'd be happy to do a part 2.
Absolutely, Peach. I'll look forward to it. And Milton, thank you so much for your time. Okay.
No problem. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for listening along on the podcast today. As always, remember the content provided on this podcast is for your information only, and if you seek advice for your specific situation, to contact a trained professional. We have an amazing Resourceability Employment Expo coming up in Dyersburg, Tennessee on May the 7th. This is going to be held at the Lanham Center. If you are in Dyersburg, Tennessee, be sure to come along, and you will find more information on our Facebook page, Raising Killen. We would sincerely appreciate you giving this podcast a rate and review, as well as a share. And remember that the company that Peach talks about is called My Tech for All. So be sure to check out their webpage. As always, remember, get to the top of your mountain. This is Marsh Naidoo signing off.